Hello, Year 1 boys and girls. It's Miss Osler here for another English lesson. Right, I am going to share the screen and we're going to get straight into it today. So let's have a look. We're going to start off, as always, with our words of the week. But there's only one star again. Now, who thinks they can remember, because we only had one word to remember, what our word of the week is today? I might have given you a little clue. I tell you what, why don't you see if you can shout it out at the screen after 3? 1, 2, 3. Should we see if you're right? Today our word of the week is today. So let's see if we can use that today later on with our writing. I know some of you managed to squeeze it into your writing yesterday when we were looking at our jungle sounds and jungle animals. Right, let's have a look. We were reading The Enormous Crocodile, weren't we? And I read to you the first section where we met all those different animals. Do you remember? And we finished on this bit. At last, the enormous crocodile came out of the other side of the jungle into the sunshine. He could see the town not far away. Should we read on and see what comes next? Right, if you pause the video and then go back into Class Dojo post and click the link to the YouTube video for the next installment of our story, and then come back to this video afterwards. Oh, did you enjoy that? Oh, thank goodness those animals came and saved the children from being gobbled up by that beastly beast of a crocodile. Right, we're going to be looking at some of those descriptions actually that we actually heard yesterday when we first met those different jungle characters, our Humpy Rumpy, Trunk of the Elephant, and Mugglewump the monkey. I got all confused with my ms then, didn't I? Right, we're going to have a look at some of the ways that that enormous crocodile is described in our story. For example, Humpy Rumpy describes the enormous crocodile as a horrid, greedy, grumptious brute. A greedy, grumptious brute on this page. Now, greedy and grumptious. I mean, grumptious is such a brilliant word, isn't it? It's kind of a made up word, but it's such a brilliant word. A greedy, grumptious brute. Can you tell me something about those words? Why don't you pause the video and have a chat to the person next to you? Ooh, what did you come up with? They both begin with the grrr sound, don't they? They do. And what about Trunk of the Elephant? He describes him as a wickedly beastly beast. So again, beastly beast, start with those same sounds, the b sound. But also he says wickedly beastly beast and a foul and filthy fiend. Again, he's used the same sounds, hasn't he? The foul and filthy fiend. And then Mugglewump goes on to describe him as a horrid, hoggish crook. Now, again, he's used the same sounds, hasn't he? Horrid and hoggish, beginning with a. Now, all those words, even though some of them start with different sounds, some of them start with the same, they all sort of mean horrid, don't they? Or nasty or bad. And when different words have the same meaning, we call them, shall we have a look? Synonyms. So, for example, if I wanted to say I was happy, I could also say I was glad or pleased or jolly or joyful. And they all kind of mean happy. So today we're going to have a look at synonyms. There's a posh word, isn't it? Synonyms. Posh voice for a posh word. Synonyms of bad. Now, this is a chance to pause the video and have a chat to the person next to you. Can you think of any other words that mean bad? Pause the video and have a chat, and then I'm going to unveil some and we'll see if you came up with any that others say. Well done. Did you have a good chat? When you think about it, there are lots and lots of words that you could use to mean bad. Because sometimes we don't want to keep saying the same word. If we're saying he's a very bad crocodile, he did very bad things and he's had very bad thoughts. Sometimes we would like to make our writing more interesting and exciting for the reader by using a different word. So he could be a very bad crocodile with horrid thoughts and ghastly ideas and something like that, different words. So these are some of the words that I thought up, some synonyms for bad: nasty, terrible, rotten, cruel, mean. Did you think of any of these? Vile, evil. I bet a few of you thought of evil. Horrible. I bet you came up with that one as well, didn't you? Wily, monstrous. They are all ways of describing bad. And we're going to be thinking of some more synonyms because we're already on to our task for today. I think because we left it on a bit of a cliffhanger, didn't we? Our story. Because we don't know what he's going to do. But if you remember, we left it where he's seen the fairground. I can only imagine that he's going to pull another trick to try and catch those poor children to gobble them up for his lunch. So I think we should try and help those animals, those other jungle animals, to try and help the children and to try and save the children. So let's design a wanted poster. This is your task for today. Now there's a template to print off if you want to, or you could just draw your own with wanted written across. Right, so can you see here? We want to see, I might just stop sharing for now so that you can have a look at mine because I've done one here, wanted. And what I've done here, in this, I've drawn a picture of the enormous crocodile so that the children can recognize him if they see him. So he's big and he's green and he's got his sharp teeth that sparkle in the sun like knives. And then here it says name, and I've written the enormous crocodile. That's it, because that's the crocodile's name, isn't it? And then I've tried to think of a description. Now I've tried to think of some rhyming. So big, green, tough and mean. Big, green, tough and mean. So mean is another word, isn't it? For bad and tough. Big, green, tough and mean. And then, oh, crime. That means why is he wanted? Why is he wanted? What's his crime? And I've written, trying to eat juicy little children. Now, I did this very, very quickly, and I think you can do yours much, much better. So I'm going to go back to my screen. Let's have a look. So I need to share. Here we go. Here we go. So here is your task for today. Can you draw the crocodile so that the children can recognize him? And can you write his name in there, the enormous crocodile? Can you write a descriptive sentence? I think you can come up with a much better one than mine. For using some synonyms for bad. So some of those lovely words we thought of for bad. So you could say horrid, hungry, couldn't you? And oh, horrid and hungry, they start with the same sound. So here's another posh word for you: alliteration. This is an extra challenge. Can your words start with the same letter or the same sound, like foul fiend, beastly beast, horrid hungry? That's alliteration. That's what we call alliteration. Now, you might already know about alliteration because our Pashley values use them. Positive panda and responsibility rhino. That's what we're going to write in our description. And then you're going to write why he is bad. Why do you think he's bad? What has he done? See if you can write a descriptive sentence about why he is bad. Now, I am going to quickly, I'm going to stop sharing this one and hopefully share my other screen because I've written an example for you. Let's see, hopefully it works. I've tried to do this. Now, I know you are much better with your writing. I've done this on my laptop, so it's been a bit fiddly. My finger went a bit wobbly, but I came up with a fearsome foe. A fearsome foe. So I could put that in my sentence, couldn't I? Somewhere on my wanted poster. Right. So that's it for now. And I will see you again tomorrow for another exciting installment of our story. Okay, so goodbye, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.